a half shell. Turtle Power, they're the world's most fearsome fighting team. We're really him.
Now before you click off of this video, I'm gonna need you to hear me out. Hi, my name is Allie. Welcome back to my channel. Today I figured it's snowing outside. We're nice and cozy. Let's take a trip down memory lane to good old 2007. I was 7 in 2007. 2000 babies where you at. And I just was obsessed with a little movie called TMNT, which of course stands for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I was obsessed with this movie when it came out, and looking at the reviews of it now, I don't think a lot of people were. Box office says otherwise, and I say otherwise as well. And I just want you to see the masterpiece that is this movie, so I'm going to take you through it today.
Bruh.
Maybe I don't remember this movie as well as I thought I did. Ooh.
Years ago.
I'm just gonna sum this up for you real quick. It's an early 2000s action movie. There was a bunch of bad guys and one bad girl, and they wanted to take over the world. They find an ancient portal. The main bad guy, gets the ultimate power, which I guess is immortality in this case. But in the price of it all of his generals turn to stone, and now he's forced to walk on the earth as a immortal being, I guess. Also, this happens every 3,000 years, so keep that in mind, because that's obviously important later. But that's about it. And in true early 2000s action movie fashion, we have to have our beginning set in the very mysterious jungles of Central America, because I don't know. That's just how it is.
No! We appreciate the generous donation for the continued protection of your village. After all, the jungle can be...
Wait, so did he just take a slice of an apple, throw it away, and eat the one slice of the apple? Oh, okay. I'm just gonna sum this part up for you too. Bad cartel dudes are bad, and they steal everything from people, and they're bad guys. Just in case you didn't know, they're bad. Bad.
I'm not afraid of the myth. I'm not afraid of the ghost. What are you?
So yeah, that's our lovely introduction to Leonardo. He straight up kills a dude. Not me realizing I had the wrong microphone on this entire time. Yo, sorry about that audio. But yeah, we are now introduced to April O'Neil, who in true early 2000s fashion, she looks like a Lara Croft action figure if it was squeezed very, very hard.
It's a long way from the city to just drop in.
Leo.
And she finds Leo in a cave somewhere, and he's off doing some type of training, and he asks about his brothers and how they're doing, and we're met with a lovely montage. Donnie has turned into an IT agent.
Sir, did you turn the computer on? Have you plugged it in?
Yeah, that would help. No, I'm not playing hard to get. I'm telling you, sir, it's not that kind of phone line.
Mikey has become a kids party person thingy.
Yeah! Happy birthday from Cowabunga Hell!
And Raphael has become Batman. Yeah.
I am the night.
So in this scene, Raph pretty much goes and plays Batman all night and stops a burglary in process. However, I want to focus more on the burglary in this scene.
Good work, boys. That was easier than I thought it was gonna be.
Hey, look, guys! I grabbed a toaster!
Yeah, in this scene, the burglars come out of seemingly a bank with money and cash, and one of the burglars comes out with a toaster. Where did you get a toaster from in a bank? The break room? Like, what? Where did that come from?
No, something's missing.
Your brothers need you, Leo. They're lost without you. Leo!
Yeah, he just like leaves her in a fucking cave. I guess he knows that she's like an explorer and she can find her way back, but like I kind of just left her there hanging, dude, in a fucking cave on her. Like, okay, whatever. The next scene we get is honestly pretty cool, and the reason why I really loved this movie as a kid, the action scenes are, in my opinion, very well done in this movie.
Why skate a half pipe when you can skate a sewer pipe?
Take a drink every time Mikey makes a quip in this movie. Or any of the turtles make a quip in this movie. And may you rest in peace.
Well, look who woke up. I suppose you think the Night Watcher's some kind of hero.
Beats sitting around doing nothing while dirtbags run free.
I would love to know what it is that you do that's so great. At least we're contributing around here. All you do is sleep all day.
Yeah, I do nothing. You're right. You got me all figured out.
Well, I know that your rogue attitude has always been a source of contention to this team. You think fear is the best way to accomplish things, but you're wrong.
First of all, this team you speak of doesn't exist anymore. And second of all...
Raphael. Enough.
I think I made my point.
That doesn't prove anything. Why couldn't you just send him away?
So yeah, our favorite Ninja Turtles are washed up has-beens. I don't know exactly why. They never really explain why they just like stopped being a team and Leo got sent away to do training. Like none of that is really ever explained. It's just very heavily pushed upon in the beginning of this movie. Like, oh, the turtles are gone because they defeated Shredder, so they don't need to do anything anymore, even though they're still bad guys on the street. They ain't gotta do anything anymore, I guess. Also, the scene is just weird because like Raph comes down from sleeping and then, you know, him and Donnie have like an argument and then Raph just leaves again. Like he doesn't do anything downstairs. Like he comes downstairs seemingly like to get food or something and then like he never does anything though. He just has this argument with Donnie and then just leaves. He just came downstairs to antagonize Donnie and then just left. That's my fave right there though.
Right now, because we're hardly working.
This better be good.
I'm standing on the dock with a priceless statue and no delivery truck. So my question is, where are you?
April!
Hey, babe. I'm so sorry. I set the alarm clock, but...
It's broken.
Does that voice sound familiar? It should. It's the lovely Chris Evans. there's a lot of people in this movie, just like an all-star cast of people, and people have the audacity to say it's bad. I don't think Chris Evans has ever been in a bad movie. Can you think of one? No, you can't, because he's never been in a bad movie. I rest my case. Well, April and Casey take this giant ancient statue to this random rich guy who apparently like has a company that owns everything, pretty much the Jeff Bezos of this world. And apparently he wants the statues because they feel like family to him for some reason. So it's a little weird. He definitely comes off as like a weird dude in this. He's also voiced by Patrick Stewart. So evil bad guy is evil.
Statues may appear to be only stone, but they're like family to me. I didn't choose them. Friends you can choose, but never your family.
Okay, then.
If you've come to kill me, could you make it fast? I've got a shareholders meeting at 10. I'd rather miss it.
If we had come here to hurt you, you'd be hurting already.
Yes, so obviously rich bad guy is rich bad guy. The Foot Clan shows up. He hires the Foot Clan to like help him in his devious plans, but obviously the Foot Clan doesn't know what they're doing. They're just hired goons now instead of being like the terror of the town, apparently. Yes, gotta love that New York City sewer water.
Okay, Leo, I'll bite. What are we doing up here?
I told Splinter I'd get this team in shape again.
Hey, I've been training. Since you left, my video game scores have, like, doubled.
Right. And while you've been playing games, little brother, this Night Watcher character's come into the neighborhood like some kind of vigilante showboat. But his days are done.
Hey, you went AWOL, Leo. And the Night Watcher was the only guy to pick up the slack. Crime never took a break. You did.
So Leo comes back and he's welcomed into everybody's arms, and he does that thing that a lot of people like to do in shows and movies where they come back, act like nothing has changed, and just pretend to run the place again. And obviously that's met with a lot of contention, mostly from Raphael. I don't know why, but for some reason no one seems to know that the Night Watcher is Raphael. It becomes very obvious. Every single time they mention the Night Watcher in this movie, Raphael jumps to defend him. Like, oh, but the Night Watcher's a really good guy. And then no one could figure out that Raphael was the Night Watcher. Like, I don't see. Are y'all blind? Are you? Hello? Like, are you dead yet? From the amount of quips? If not, you will be in this next fight scene.
Little help, oh fearless one! That was too easy! Like I said, too easy!
Bash dog.
Oh, look at me! Now the elevator! Oh, my shoulder! My spleen!
This place needed a skylight.
Dudes, did anyone get the license plate of that thing that hit us last night? Oh, my head.
Okay, that was just weird. I mean, first the foot, then that hideous monster.
Yeah, it looked like your mom, dude.
Yeah, that would make her your mom too, doofus.
Yeah, whatever.
Mom jokes aside, did you see what the fuck was on that fucking pizza? Like, was that corn? Pineapple? I don't know what that is. It looked unnatural for a pizza. They couldn't just draw like a pepperoni pizza. Why do they have, like, what is this supposed to be on that? Like turtle food? I don't know.
Trained master, not me.
Dudes, can it? Here comes Splinter.
Also, now the pizza is pepperoni. Okay. Well, we're already about halfway through an early 2000s animated children's movie, and nothing has really happened yet. So you know what that means. It's montage time. Pretty much Raph just goes up with Casey and is like, we gotta do something about all these animals in the streets. Oh, by the way, I didn't say about the monsters. Yeah, there are monsters running around the streets. Something about the 3,000 years thing, and when the planets align and converge and all the monsters get there, they're gonna like open a portal and to the world, and all these like the dead generals that have come back. Sorry, I completely forgot to mention. The dead generals of this dude have like come back to life, but they're still stone, so he wants them to make them not stone. But the guys are like, yo, if you make us not stone, we're gonna like not be mortal anymore. And the dude's just like, shut the fuck up, I know what I'm doing. You're caught up. So yeah, Raph and Casey are just having like a little powwow up on the streets. They see the generals take the monsters. They're like, oh fuck, we gotta go because they've been spotted. They run. Raph gets shot with like a tranquilizer bullet. They're like, oh my god, Raph, he's probably dead. He's not dead. And then they all end up in April's apartment, where April then lays down the backstory of the general. Again, just in case you forgot it in the beginning of the story.
Would it help things if I told you that those statues you collected for that Winters guy were shooting these things at me and Raph?
The legend of Yaddle. And when the portal opened, the energy from it gave the warrior eternal life. But it also turned his generals to stone. What if this warrior just kept living forever?
You think that guy was a Nazi? I think he might have been a Nazi at some point. And now, he's a part of the most evil thing of all, capitalism.
What is it?
2 creatures were made, my lord.
Well, by all means then, let's finish it. And you will finally be free of your stone prison.
But if the curse is broken, we will no longer be immortal.
Brother, do not question my command.
The Raph is out there still being Batman, and Leonardo pretty much catches up to him and is pretty much like, yo, dude, stop being Batman. There can only be one vigilante in this town, and that's us. Well, he doesn't actually say that, but like, the fact that he's mad that there's another vigilante in town when literally you guys are vigilantes makes absolutely no sense to me. But they decide they're gonna fight it out because, yeah.
Know that I appreciate your intentions, but you can't change the world like this. The road you're on.
Is he kidding? He's lecturing.
So I'm gonna give you one chance to just walk away and stop this vigilante nonsense.
Really could have just walked away. Like Raph literally could have just walked away. Like actually walk away. Because if he would have just walked away in that moment, he could have just been the Night Watcher another night. And like Leo wouldn't have known, or they would have fought some other time. Like he actually could have just walked away in that moment. Like nothing would have happened.
Good night, Dark Prince. Raph? Oh, what were you thinking?
Don't push it, Leo. You can't leave home and come back expecting us to fall in line again like your little soldiers.
Hey, I was training to be a better leader for you. Why do you hate me for that?
And whoever said I wanted to be led? I'm better off calling my own shots now. Get used to it.
You aren't ready. You're impatient and hot-tempered, and more importantly, I'm better than you.
Yo, why did he just say that to his brother? I'm better than you. Like, I don't, he's trying to diffuse the situation, but that's not diffusing the situation at all. And then you proceed to get your ass kicked. So, are you though? Are you? So yeah, I completely forget to mention, but Leo gets darted and then taken away by the generals. They know he's not the 13th monster, but they're like, well, if we give him the 13th monster, then we're gonna be not stone anymore, therefore not immortal anymore, therefore we will die. So they take his ass. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this as well. So they decide they're gonna go save Leo and subsequently the world, and all these foot ninjas are just there at the front of the door, just kind of, I guess, ready to fight them, I guess. And they're getting their asses handed to them as far as I can see. Ooh, go Master Splinter. Ooh. Why is the front door open? Like, why did you just leave the front door open? That seems careless to me. Yatol. He, like, just wants to send all of them back and, like, die. He just wants to, I guess, fix his errors and not be immortal anymore. And all of the stone generals are like, fuck you. I've been stoned for, like, most of my life. I want to be immortal for at least a couple hundred years. You got to live through everything. It's not my fault you're a fucking Nazi. Damn. We have reached the final battle, and I've got to say there are some very interesting quips thrown in this battle.
Temper, temper!
Come to daddy.
The thing about you immortal stone guys is, you know, you're immortal, and you made of stone.
So did we win?
Foolish creatures. We are immortals made of stone. Without the final monster to break our curse, we will never be stopped.
Wow, it's almost like they forgot the plot of their own movie.
Special delivery!
Well, big bad guys are now go bye-bye. What happens now?
Typical.
Why did he push her? Like, I love how they were, like, insinuating, like, oh, there might be something going on there. And then he just fucking pushes her down. Like, what?
Deliver your victory tonight. For soon, we will have further business together. The kind that involves familiar faces from your past.
Ah, yes. Set up the sequel that never happens. Yes, the day is saved. This guy is mortal now, and it's time for him to go into the great beyond. Wait, what was Raph gonna do in that moment? Like, he stepped forward like he was gonna stop him. Like, what was he gonna do? The man was literally turning into, like, space dust. I don't... What? Now, only if you're like me and you're a complete nerd would you realize that if you look at the other artifacts that are on the little shelf there, you would see that there's actually some artifacts from old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies. You know, the really creepy ones that are like puppets.
We lived together, We train together, we fight together, we stand for good together. We are ninjas.
We take shits together. And that's the end of the movie. Yeah, you get a nice little outro there from Gym Class Heroes. There's not much else I want to mention other than the credits. There's this part of the credits where the cast rolls by. Chris Evans is the first name on the cast. He plays Casey, a completely like side character. Like if anything, Nolan North, who plays Raphael, probably should have been first, or whoever plays Leo probably should have been the first two up there. But no, they were like, we know who's the best. We know who's it's Chris Evans, and therefore Chris Evans is the first name that's there, which I find hilarious. Well, that's it. That's the movie. It's definitely a little bit more weird than I remember. But that's just 3D, early 2000s 3D animation for you. Thanks for coming on this weird little ride with me. I love Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles so much. It's one of my favorite franchises just of all time. And this movie holds a very special place in my heart, regardless of how good or bad you think it is. I think it's great. And you're just going to have to go argue with a wall on that one. Anyway, if you like this video at any point in time, please like and subscribe. Go ahead and leave me a comment too. Like, what was your favorite early 2000s, like, childhood movie that probably sucks now, but, like, you used to watch it all the time as a kid and you're not going to take anybody else's word for it, you know? Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week.